Welcome dear student. I hope by looking at a picture on the screen you all can get some of the idea about today's topic. Yes or no? So today we shall begin a new chapter, that is human body and organ system. So this is a part 1 of this lesson. Now let's begin the chapter. Let's have a look at what is organ. So organs are the body's recognizable structures. For example, the heart, lungs, liver, eyes and stomach that perform specific functions. An organ is made up of several types of tissues and therefore several types of cell. So all organs have different functions to perform. Now here on the picture you can see some of the organ like brain, kidney, lungs, liver, heart. Okay, so these different organs perform different function. And now we will see what is organ system. So an organ system is a group of organs. So it is a group of organs that work together as a biological system to perform one or more functions. And one of the most important function of organ system is to provide cells with oxygen and nutrient. That means it provides the cells oxygen and nutrient, and it will remove the toxic waste products such as carbon dioxide. And a number of organ systems including the cardiovascular and respiratory system work together to do this. Now to provide the cells with oxygen and nutrients and remove the carbon dioxide, the cardiovascular system, that is circulatory system, and respiratory system related to the respiration. So these two systems are working together. So organ system is a group of organs which perform more functions together. Now we will see the examples of organ system in human body. So let's see one by one. So there are 11 major organ system in our human body. So first is circulatory system, respiratory system, digestive system, excretory system, nervous and endocrine system, the immune system, integumentary system, skeletal, muscle and reproductive system are also part of the human body. So these are the major organ system which are present in our body. Can you tell? Let's see some questions. Which process occur in our body during sound sleep? Now when we are sleeping, after a deep sleep, your brain starts to perk up and its electrical activity start to resemble the brain when it is awake. This is the period of the night when most dreams happens. And in this stage of sleeping, our eyelids are moving and your lucid dreams occur at this stage, and your heart rate and respiration increases. That means when we are sleeping, when we are in deep sleep, our brain is awake and it performs its function. Which life process occur continuously in our body? So different life process such as respiration, blood circulation, production of various blood cells and components, working of brain, etc. occurs continuously in our body throughout the life, and this process never stops. Now student, what is a life process? These are the very basic functions performed by living beings to sustain themselves are called life process, like digestion, respiration, like circulation, blood circulation and production of various blood cells. Okay, so these are some of the life process which occur continuously in our human body. Now we have life process. Different organs in our body are working in group so as to smoothly carry out various life processes. And these life processes take place in various steps. Specific organs carry out the specific steps, and a group of organs working together to perform a specific function is called as organ system. And various organ system like digestive, you all can see on the screen also, like digestive, respiration, circulatory system, nervous system means related to brain and nerves, excretory system, reproductive system, skeletal, muscular, etc. are functioning in our body. So student, organ system works together to perform specific function of them, like lungs, so like respiratory system will help in respiration, circulatory system related to the heart, so it will helps in the blood circulation, digestive system means it will break down the components of the nutrients. So, and nervous system, skeletal system, so different organ systems perform their specific function and they all are working together in our human body. Now we have which different organs perform the function of breathing in the body of animal. Now breathing means taking oxygen inside and breathing out carbon dioxide. So for this, which organs are used? Now breathing involves exchange of gases through special respiratory organs called lungs. That means breathing in oxygen and breathing out carbon dioxide. So for this, lungs is the main respiratory organ, and lungs are air-filled sac like structures in the chest cavity. You can see in the picture also the picture of lungs, and they are connected to the outside by a series of tubes and small opening. Energy is essential to operate all the life process in human body, and energy production occurs within the cells only. Cells need the supply of soluble nutrients and oxygen for this purpose. This supply takes place with the help of respiratory and circulatory system. So student, for the supply of oxygen and proper soluble nutrients, the respiratory system and circulatory, these two systems are responsible to provide the nutrients and oxygen to the cells. Now we have what is respiration. So what is a respiration? It is a biochemical process wherein the living cell of an organism produce energy by taking in oxygen and liberating carbon dioxide from the oxidation of complex organic substance. So what is the respiration? In which the energy is produced by what? By taking in oxygen and liberating carbon dioxide. Now liberating carbon dioxide means carbon dioxide is released out from our body, and this is due to from the oxidation of complex organic substance. That means in the presence of oxygen, oxidation of complex organic substances takes place. Now next we have respiration is carried out through following 3 steps. Now we will see for the respiration 3 steps are there. So let's see one by one. First step is external respiration. Next we have internal respiration. Third is cellular level respiration. Now we will see this respiration in detail. So first is external respiration. So in external respiration we have 2 steps, that is inspiration or inhalation, and next is expiration or exhalation. Now you can see in the picture also, that is inhalation means air is taken in through nose. Air means oxygen. Okay, so oxygen is taken in through the nose and sent towards the lungs through a trachea. Now trachea means you can see a blue colored windpipe is present, okay, from the mouth till lung. So this is a trachea. So oxygen is taking in through the nose, and these oxygen is sent towards the lungs with the help of trachea or windpipe. Now next type we have is expiration or exhalation. Now again look at in the picture, you can see exhalation means oxygen from the inspired air goes into the blood and then blood carries the carbon dioxide from various parts of body towards the lung, and this air or this carbon dioxide is given out by exhalation. Okay, so in inhalation we take in oxygen in our body, and this oxygen is carried out to the lungs with the help of trachea. Now after this, the carbon dioxide, that means some life process takes place or some process takes place, then after that process the carbon dioxide is getting released into the air from our nose. So both of these processes occurring with the help of lungs. Okay, that means inhalation and exhalation occurs in the lungs only and are collectively called as external respiration. So taking in oxygen and releasing or liberating out the carbon dioxide together is called as external respiration. Now next type of respiration we have is internal respiration. Now in internal respiration, exchange of gases between cells and tissues fluid is called as internal respiration. You can see in the picture two types, external and internal. Now external means the gases or the carbon dioxide and oxygen are exchanged between the environment and the lungs. That means we take in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. But in the internal respiration, the gases or oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged between the blood and cell. You can see in the picture also, that means cells, within the cells and blood, oxygen exchanging of oxygen and carbon dioxide is taking place. So this type is called as internal respiration, in which the gases are exchanged between cells and blood. So oxygen moves from the blood into tissues fluid and carbon dioxide moves out from tissue fluid into the blood. So this was about internal respiration. Now you can get a clear comparison between the external respiration and internal respiration through this picture also. Now next type is the third type, that is a cellular respiration. So in cellular respiration, dissolved nutrients like glucose are slowly burned. Slowly burned means they are oxidized. That means in the presence of oxygen, the glucose is oxidized, okay, with the help of oxygen, and energy is released during this process in the form of ATP. So ATP is adenosine triphosphate, which is released, or which is it is a form of energy which is produced during the oxidation of glucose. And the waste material like carbon dioxide and water vapors are produced during this process. Okay, now the cellular respiration can be summarized as follows. Now the whole equation of the cellular respiration can be represented in the picture. So here we can see the glucose is oxidized. That means it is getting reacted with the oxygen molecule or oxygen, so it will release this carbon dioxide and water molecule, and during this a huge amount of energy is produced, that is in the form of ATP or adenosine triphosphate. So during the one reaction, 38 molecules of ATP are 38 molecules of energy or ATP are produced. So this was about cellular respiration. So student, this was all about today's video, in which we have seen the types of respiration and organ system. Now next video, in next part of this lesson, we will continue in our next session. Thank you.